Hi, this is Laurie.
And this is Peter.
And we're with Action Heroes LA movie review channel. Aren't we going to change that name?
We're going to have to.
I know. It's got it doesn't flow.
No, it doesn't.
And anyway, but it kind of works for this because we are talking about an action hero today.
Yeah, and it should be something with Clark in it.
Something with what, the new name or just
yeah,
anyway? Let's just go. No, it should not. Hi, we are here. We finally saw the new Superman movie that's in theaters this year.
Yes.
And it took forever. Of course, there's just the story of our lives right now. And in fact, I had tickets for the day it opened and couldn't go.
Couldn't go.
Yeah, because my mom's had some health issues. So, but we made it there. Luckily, the theater were happy to, exchange the tickets.
Yes.
So for another day. So good on you, Sinopolis. I love you more and more each day. Anyway, let's talk about this. James Gunn, the new DC universe has launched with Superman, and this is the reboot, the remake, that's not a remake. It's the reboot of the franchise that they tried to
really
reboot
weird.
for many times.
It's a reboot, but
it's not a remake. Absolutely not. It is a new story.
It is a new story.
Okay. So, what did you think of James Gunn's?
Actually, the first half of the movie, I actually hated it.
Wow.
But the second half, I actually loved it.
I got to figure out why. Because we're on the opposite sides of this. I like the first half, but I fell asleep on the second half. And when I woke up, I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm like, what is going on? So,
James Gunn.
James Gunn, that's, yeah. And basically, that's what you asked me. Well, go ahead. Go ahead and continue on. So what was it about the first half that you didn't like that then the second half they kind of remedied? Because I want to know what I missed.
It reminded me everything that they were doing. I disliked, and it made me think that it
there
was
a little more light.
That everything that was bad about the movie was stuff that James Gunn put in, and it was just terrible.
Okay.
And
like
then
what? Some
in this, well, I didn't like seeing Superman get beat up.
Okay, that's like the first half.
Yes. Okay. And he was getting beat up and manhandled in a lot of different ways that I just didn't like.
Okay.
And then people without superpowers were actually taking Superman's face and putting his face through the cement or through the concrete. Well, that robot was super.
Yeah, they had, it was either some kaiju monster.
oh yeah, they had which didn't have any reason to be there
other than James Gunn is obsessed with these goddamn things and they're in every one of his movies. And Hamilton pointed that out to me and I was like, oh yeah. When I saw the previews of this, I'm like, he's going to have another one in the Superman movie. Anyway.
And it was terrible.
Yeah. Okay. I will give you that.
Yes.
Yeah. So in the second half, because since I fell asleep, I will have to do a rewatch of this, and we may have to do a second take on this when I do a rewatch, and especially bring Ryan in.
Right.
Yeah. Because he's our resident Superman expert. Absolutely.
Definitely DC expert.
Definitely a DC expert, but I was just a little too lazy tonight to kind of hook up the technology to do that. We'll get to you, Ryan. You'll be on here soon. But what's the second half was? Because what was it, other than?
Well, you do know how much I really like the bad guy in the Henry Cavill Superman.
Was it Zod? Didn't he have Zod in there?
Well, he was in there.
What?
wait a minute.
General Zod was the bad
General
guy.
Zod.
Yeah.
Well, remember General Zod became the creature.
Okay, I am my Henry Cavill Superman knowledge is very minimal.
Well, you ought to see some of his movies.
I've seen some, and it was just not for me.
Yeah.
I don't like. I didn't like Zack Snyder's take on Superman at all. I'm a major Superman fan, so.
And I'm
not. I won't say yeah. And I'm not saying I'm not a comic book fan. It's mainly through movies and TV series that I've watched it. And if the tone of the character is off, like it's nothing to do with Cavill. I thought they could have kept him going for this one and just changed the tone of the character. I would have been fine.
Yeah, and I would think this one would have been
it's just
unbelievably good. But I do have to say, I actually enjoyed this one.
Okay,
I didn't think
the second
I would.
half. I'm trying. What happened in the second half that just like that turned the tide for you?
He became Superman.
Okay.
And even he started doing a lot of the little things.
Okay.
That really it really hit with me.
Okay. Because all I can think of is like, well, one of the things, it's the movie starts and spoiler alert, he's been defeated, basically. So that scene, another thing, I saw way too much in the trailers of this, that those are the parts I was like, okay, these are the parts I liked and they were all in the trailers, and everything else that wasn't in the trailers I'm not feeling. But anyway.
Oh, you know what, one really good thing that happened?
What?
They got rid of the dog.
They got rid of the dog.
Finally.
What? Crypto?
Yeah, because his sister came and got the
dog.
Oh,
okay. Well, that wasn't his sister. That's his cousin.
Okay.
Same
diff.
Oh, my goodness. That was kind of funny, actually. But, yeah, I mean, my gripe is a lot of the stuff. I know they didn't want to do another origin story, which I appreciate, yeah.
I do appreciate
we don't need to do, but then a lot of the, like, important moments, like character development moments, happen off screen. I mean, we opened up, Superman's had his ass kicked.
Yes.
And we don't get any of that backstory or see the battle, or I mean, that's a major thing because Superman is like hard to defeat.
But it was the Green Lantern's fault.
The Green Lantern's fault, and
Mark Davis.
Oh, I'm talking about the Raiders. Oh no, and that was played by Nathan Fillion. But let's get back. That's. My biggest gripe, one of my biggest gripes is a lot of the like development moments that you would, it doesn't necessarily have to be an origin thing, but they like all this too much stuff happened off screen. It's like I would have liked to have seen how you got to this point, or like a reference. I don't know. But at the same time, I didn't want them to do it. I appreciated them not doing an origin story, but too much was like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, it felt like they needed one.
Okay.
But I'm glad they didn't do one.
It kind of like you putting it that way, because the Superman of this universe, Superman, it would be nice to have some kind of reference point of like why this world is the way it is, other than this is freaking James Gunn movie. My first reaction was this: I hate James Gunn movies. When you asked me how this movie was, I was saying I don't like James Gunn movies. They're all kind of get samey. They're all Guardians of the Galaxy. They all have these weird monsters and critters and stuff like that. The only time I really felt something for a character was for Crypto at the end. And this is in line with like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and they were able to tell this like animal cruelty story, and they have this kind of scene with Crypto that was like, oh my gosh. But that's the only time I kind of like really felt for the characters and anything. I love the casting in this movie. I would love to see more these people in the Superman universe in these roles. I just don't think I want James Gunn to do these movies. I want somebody else, or just I don't know, because how much of it is the comic book property they based it on. He's said, I mean, he likes these kind of crazy things that happen in comic books. Yeah, okay, that's what's going on here. He gets to put all this stuff into movies now, and that he loves, and I'm sure many people love, but I guess I just don't.
Yeah,
it's just not for me.
There was a lot of stuff that I didn't like that was put in Green Lantern. I didn't like Hawk Girl.
Okay.
And I totally, especially in the first half of the movie, hated Mr. Terrific.
You hated him, but...
And then I really liked him.
Oh yeah, he's the character
really
that's
good.
been the breakout character I've heard about in this movie. And because I think I've missed a lot, I fell asleep in the second half, so I missed his kind of like...
And what I really liked about him, the way he was going about things, he was using logic.
Okay.
And
that's
I was like,
terrific.
I really like that.
I really like that character. But there's a lot I liked. I like the elements of this movie that they put together. I just don't like what he did with them. I'm Nicholas Hoult, as I was looking for. I think I just had too much I was looking forward to in this movie, because they're like, I mean, the stuff I expected James Gunn to do right. He did pretty much right for me. Did right from the characters. The character relationships were fine, were great for me. Just there wasn't enough of them for me. There was too many monsters, not enough of the characters.
Yeah.
And laying their background where they are and stuff like that. Like, you don't have to do an origin story, but please tell me how we got here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm really big on that.
Just give me a build.
With the way they put things in and they bridge to the next thing, I was fine with it.
Right. And I mean, I get tired of the demolition of buildings in these movies. It's just like, oh my God, people, can we stop destroying cities? And it's boring. It really is. It's boring, and Marvel Universe is boring. There feels like there's no stakes to anything. This stuff, like, I mean, even like going back, and I hate, this is probably a problem. Keep comparing it to the original Superman. It's like they were able to make some kind of stakes. Like, they couldn't destroy buildings so much back then, but the little things and stuff is they knew he would try to protect people. Well, and this one does it too, but I think he just felt it more. I don't know.
But I have to ask you.
I want to like this. It's Superman.
What did you think of the bad guy?
What I know, I wanted to love it, but he didn't. It's like he didn't give Lex Luthor enough to do.
You know what?
He didn't give him the like.
I didn't like that guy. I didn't want that guy. But to me, he became the perfect Lex Luthor.
I'm glad to hear that, because like I said, did I miss something? I missed his machinations or something. I kind of missed him like figuring stuff out and being clever and manipulating things, and I don't know.
Well, he was.
Okay.
But to me, he was clever with no reason to be so clever.
So clever. Okay.
And when he was orchestrating the fight between Superman and his robot, I was just like, where did this come from? And he's going, do this. Okay. It's like, but why? Whoa.
Why? Yeah. What's your point? You're the richest dude in the world.
Yeah, but he also
what was his
learned and was doing this by analyzing Superman and his fight. So if if he was gonna
I know, but yeah. Because, I mean, it was just like out of the blue stuff. And like him showing up, he finds the Fortress of Solitude. And it's like, oh, it's easy peasy. It's like, oh, just because and it's just like a throwaway line. Oh, because I did that, blah, blah, blah. And he has a clone of Superman. And say, oh, because just give me the build up to him figuring that shit out.
Yeah, but you know what? For me, he's just telling it. Okay, I got it. Let's go. And that's.
I want to see his clever, devious mind working and figuring that shit out.
But you know what I like?
What's great about Lex. That's why he's formidable, because he's so.
But that's what makes him Lex Luthor. He had it figured out.
He had it figured out. They don't show him figuring it out. He had it figured out.
He doesn't have to.
Who cares? Well, why am I? I gotta see. That is just so boring. Yeah. I don't know. And I will watch this movie again when it gets on home release and see what I missed by falling asleep. And it's like, I know I was tired, but at the same time, if you couldn't keep me, there just wasn't enough for me to like really get into it. And I'm okay with it. I'm disappointed. I hope they do more. I hope he gives the reins to somebody else to kind of explore.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot there. Everything, all the ingredients are there. Just let somebody else cook. Add some different seasoning. Make the roux. Let someone else make the roux, dude. He burnt the roux. Anyway. Or he undercooked the roux, actually. He didn't cook it long enough.
Yeah, he didn't cook it long enough. That
nice toasted brown, almost chocolate look. And it still tastes like raw flour to me. So anyway, any final thoughts? I mean, I haven't even talked about, I liked everybody. And the casting wasn't the problem. You had David Cornsweet as Superman, Clark Kent. I liked his alter ego, his take on Superman. I like how he did both characters.
But the only thing I didn't like was the extra superheroes.
Okay. I tend to not like them in a Superman story, especially just it's all out of the blue.
Yeah.
I mean, and they set it up. I mean, this is like everything happens off screen. The whole prelogue is like 3 million years ago this happened, and 300 million years ago this happened, and 3 years ago this happened, and 3 months ago this happened. It's just like, okay, show me, don't tell me. Yeah, this is a movie that needed a lot of show me, don't tell me.
They could have solved it all if they would have had Batman.
Okay.
And maybe Wonder Woman.
Okay, you just wanted to be the Justice League or Batman versus Superman again.
Yeah.
Because you love that movie, and I don't know if I've watched Batman versus. I've seen some of it. I think I have seen some of it. I haven't seen it all.
And then you have to look at the Justice League.
I've seen the Justice League. I've seen the Snyder Cut.
Put your hands.
4 hours of it.
You put your hand over your eyes whenever the Flash comes.
Okay. No, but my problem with Zack Snyder is he treated those characters like gods. And what's the most interesting about superhero characters, because they're already hard to relate to when they have superpowers and extra whatever gadgets and shit, but it's their human side, their relatable side. It's like when they have to deal with human issues that we everyday people deal with, and he missed them. He didn't see them that way. He didn't portray them that way. That's what makes them interesting. So in this one, they do it. They have a great. I thought the scene when Lois is interviewing him, as Superman, and she challenges him in terms of his perspective on operating in the world as Superman and saving people and all that. It's like, well, you can cross lines doing that too, and I thought that was great. I want more of that, please. You guys may not, but that's.
Yeah, because I still don't like the draws on Superman.
The draws. No, they are tradition.
They're tidy reds.
The tidy reddies. The tidy reds. Well, I wasn't a fan of the whole this Superman outfit either, but you know what? I'm not. It's not gonna ruin my Superman love. I've had plenty of fulfilling Superman. Usually, I think this character is better served on TV, and that's just the case because on TV you can explore. You have more time to explore a lot of different areas of a character than you do in a movie.
I've always had a problem with Superman. Mm-hmm. I would always say he can't fly.
He can leap. He leaps.
He leaps. But I have never been okay with anything he's done like that, except for now. He can fly. He can float.
He can float.
Yeah. Through emotion.
Float through emotion. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah. Anyway, that's
so. I think he's a BG.
A BG.
Yeah.
What?
Emotions.
In sorrow, lost in the soul. If you don't come back. I'm sorry. No, that was Barbra Streisand's song written by Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees.
Okay, so it's still
it is a Bee Gees song. It really is. It doesn't matter who sang it. That's their song because they're all in the background singing anyway. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's Superman. It's in theaters now. Superman. We'll see where they go from here. I'm okay. It may not be my Superman. I'll follow along as long as I can. I really want to see what they let them do more with these actors. And
it's definitely not my Superman. I don't like the S.
Yeah, I don't like the new S either.
And I don't
I purposely
like the tidy
went and found
a
shirt with the traditional S after. I'm like, no, I don't want that new S. But it was fun having Crypto in it. Some of the other stuff. It's just there was way too much that happened off screen. There was way too much telling you what happened and not showing you. It's like, and then it's like, oh, by the way, I have a clone of Superman. That's just how I figured out how to fight him and stuff.
Yeah.
So
and you know what?
They just tell you that rather than, show you why he got his ass kicked at the manner.
You know what they kept saying? This Superman was more going to follow the comics. Mm-hmm. Well, there's one thing that they didn't follow.
What?
His mother's name isn't Martha. Well, it is in this movie, but in the comics, it was first. I forget what her name was.
Martha Clark Kent.
No, she was another name.
Okay, on the original one.
In the comics,
I will say one little thing that I appreciate about David Corn's the portrayal of Superman is he struggles to.
Yes.
It's an effort for him to fight these gigantic monsters and hold up buildings and stuff like that. So many of them they just kind of like fly through and do shit. But I kind of really I always like that when a character there's a physical exertion affects them. Mm-hmm. But there's so many movies don't pay attention to that, and this one did. So we'll see where they go with this. I don't know, but
I think it should be good
because
they're going to make a better Green Lantern.
They're going to make a better Green Lantern.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I think it's going to be
Justice League will be better.
I think probably more comic booky, like more in dealing with how the actual comic books and the storylines that go in there, which is fine.
And James, leave the monsters out.
Leave the giant monsters out. They are not as interesting.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Your obsession with them has to stop. I get you don't have to have them in every movie, dude. I get it. I get it. You love them, but every movie in a Superman movie, come on. And get out of the Gardens of the Galaxy. Get out of that galaxy. You need to get into another galaxy and do a different type of movie.
I like the Guardians.
I do too, but I don't need them in every movie.
No.
And it's just kind of like there's a level, there's like a skill, there's a skill to set to me. Although I didn't see, he did Brightburn, I think. You've seen that movie.
Oh, I like that movie.
Okay, yeah. So I haven't seen that. I haven't seen him do something a different tone than like Guardians of the Galaxy, which I would like to see. But if he's gonna do these kind of superhero stuff that's kind of along this line, still, I'm not interested. So anyway, we out.
We out.
We out like a kaiju monster, maybe, and ass kicked by Superman, I guess. All right, we out.